Hey everyone, welcome back to CryptoCache. Thank you so much for joining me here today. We're going to take a quick look here at KDA. Just before we do, we take a look at Bitcoin in most cases, but today I think we're just going to skip that, jump right into the charts to see what's going on. And if you're new to the channel, I'm not a financial advisor. This is for educational purposes only. I've just been trading for over 15 years now, and my goal is to help you become more of an effective trader. It's the exact reason why I created a trading community, signal group, link in the description below. Check that out. I actually send out signals for every single trade that I take. And I trade about 85% success rate with all the stuff you're going to see here today, right? So let's go ahead and take a look. First thing to preface with here, first of all, KDA is a monster. It took off and did very good over the past few weeks. So a couple of weeks up about somewhere in the range 200 to 300%, right? Pretty strong, significant increase. We can go ahead and get rid of this here previously. Let's go ahead and start with a fresh, clear coat of paint here. So bottom line, KDA is doing awesome, right? But here's a note, something really important. I think I want to kind of point this out here. We got a strong resistance level at about 715. Okay. Now, further note, we also have a fairly obvious pattern forming here, right? So we got this nice little ascending wedge pattern that's kind of working itself into a wedge, and it may break out. In fact, this might even be the breakout here we're looking for today, but I think we still a little premature there. Okay. Simply put, we have an ascending wedge pattern. Anytime you see an ascending wedge pattern, it breaks out to the upside more often than not, right? So an ascending wedge pattern looks just like this right here. It's ascending triangle, wedge, whatever you want to call it. It's a bullish continuation. So if we come over here, you can kind of see it for yourself. Price comes up, works itself into this little channel, and should effectively break out to the upside. Now, there's no guarantees on that, but the fact that these are all one-day candlestick closings is even more of a reiteration of the fact that we should see some kind of break to the upside. I think it's fairly likely, so I think I might consider taking a position here with my community, seeing what happens with that. But I just want to make sure to bring this to your attention so you can kind of see this for yourself. Let's go through some of the other things too, see if there's anything else positive here. The RSI is back under 70, which is not a problem. That's actually a very good sign. Just keep in mind, RSI at 70 can be considered a resistance level. So if that can't break back above, that may be a cause for, I wouldn't say concern, but just something to understand, right? That it could be a potential resistance level because 70 works as a support and resistance on the RSI for the one-day chart. Now, for the 4-hour chart here, let's go ahead and take a look at this. That does make that pattern look a little bit better, more attractive. How about the moving averages? The 50s working its way into the price action now. This is awesome. So it's working as a current support level and potentially driving the price up a little bit higher. So we could see a break to the upside here soon with that. And the recent here doji candle does tell me that we might see a continuation. Moving forward as well, we've got what? MACD convergence recently, yesterday at 5 p.m. Pacific. So let's go ahead and mark that as well. So right there, we had a MACD convergence. And let's take a look at the 1-hour chart and see if there's any correlation between that and the Ishimoku cloud. Yep, you can see it right there, clear as day. As soon as we got a 4-hour MACD convergence on the 1-hour chart, we got basically a 1-hour crossover for the upper plot for the actual Ichimoku cloud, which is amazing. So that's basically a double rainbow, if you ask me. That's usually a very, very good sign. Commonly, that kind of shows us that the bears have lost control and the bulls are in complete control, right? Now, it hasn't broken this resistance level yet, so that does mean we want to probably wait to consider to see what happens soon, but this might be just kind of the precursors that we're looking for, because commonly when you see a MACD convergence on the 4-hour chart and Ichimoku cloud crossover to the upside, it's usually a win-win, and that does essentially break to the upside. But keep in mind, KDA hasn't had enough time to consolidate, right? We don't know that just yet based on the fact that it ramped up almost 300% in just say, a week's time, right? So we've had a week of consolidation and we've had, a pretty strong resistance right here at this level. Okay, so I think we're in pretty good shape here to see a break to the upside. Let's see what kind of potential we will see when it does break to the upside. Okay. So again, this is just kind of hypothetical. I'd say this would be more so of a month-end prediction for November, but we're looking at somewhere in the range of about 234. Correct, I totally misspoke. That's 2.272 is the Fibonacci retracement line. What I'm referring to is the price action is $10.35. So is that 10.35? Yes. I need either glasses or I need to get larger font, but that's essentially what we're looking at. Yeah, there we go. 10.35. Is essentially the high point here. So best case scenario for month end for November, I feel, would be 10.38. It could very well go past that. Don't get me wrong, KDA has a pretty strong ability to take off, but even still, that's about a 46% increase. Again, there's no guarantees there, but everything's shaping up very nicely here to essentially allow for us to see that. So I think that we're in pretty good shape to see a break to the upside in the near future. if Bitcoin can continue to either A, consolidate above 60,000, or B, jump up to just say 62, 64, 66,000 and test its all-time high, we're going to see KDA do some amazing things. Because you got to keep in mind, this increase back here, Bitcoin is doing very well. It was taking off just before its retracement, and KDA kind of got stunned out a little bit from that. It's not a problem. It's normal, but generally speaking, we want to see this increase, and I think it very much will based on what we see here. So hopefully you found benefit here. Please like and subscribe if you haven't already. Consider joining my Patreon community. Show your support, and I'll actually support you as well. I actually share trades with every single member that I have, and we have a really good time. Everyone's learning and growing together, and it's becoming really self-satisfying for me to be able to make a positive impact in people's lives financially. So check that out in your own time, but for now, thank you so much for joining me here. I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Take care.